Hi guys, happy Saturday. It's January 17th here. So he is going to implement tariffs on Europe. Okay, so there's a long post. I'm going to read it off to you. And he just did it a few minutes ago, it looks like. So let me just read it to you and you can see how he's implementing new tariffs on Europe.
We have subsidized Denmark and all of the countries of the European Union and others for many years by not charging them tariffs or any other forms of remuneration. Now, after centuries, it is time for Denmark to give back. World peace is at stake. China and Russia want Greenland, and there is not a thing that Denmark can do about it. They currently have 2 doglegs as protection, one added recently. Only the United States of America, under President Donald J. Trump, can play in this game, and very successfully at that. Nobody will touch this sacred piece of land, especially since the national security of the United States and the world at large is at stake. On top of everything else, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Finland have journeyed to Greenland for purposes unknown. This is a very dangerous situation for the safety, security, and survival of our planet. These countries, who are playing this very dangerous game, have put a level of risk in play that is not tenable or sustainable. Therefore, it is imperative that, in order to protect global peace and security, strong measures be taken so that this potentially perilous situation end quickly and without question. Starting on February 1st, 2026, all of the above-mentioned countries, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Finland, will be charged a 10% tariff on any and all goods sent to the United States of America. On June 1st, 2026, the tariff will be increased to 25%. This tariff will be due and payable until such time as a deal is reached for the complete and total purchase of Greenland. The United States has been trying to do this transaction for over 150 years. Many presidents have tried, and for good reason, but Denmark has always refused. Now, because of the Golden Dome and modern-day weapon systems, both offensive and defensive, the need to acquire is especially important. Hundreds of billions of dollars are currently being spent on security programs having to do with the Dome, including for the possible protection of Canada and this very brilliant, but highly complex system can only work at its maximum potential and efficiency because of angles, meets, and bounds if this land is included in it. The United States of America is immediately open to negotiation with Denmark and or any of these countries that have put so much at risk, despite all that we have done for them, including maximum protection over so many decades. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America.
Okay, we have a lot of things about this statement here. He emphasizes China and Russia. So why does he have his phones made in China? Why is he friends with China? Why is he friends with Putin in Russia? Why did he have Putin come to Alaska? All of this stuff about China and Russia is a false pretext to doing this. This has nothing to do with Russia and China. He's good friends with Putin. He's good friends with Xi, based on him. Although Xi is not good friends with him, he is with him. China, that is. So this about China acquiring Greenland, the whole point of them not invading Greenland or acquiring Greenland in any facet is because of NATO. Okay, because of our alliance. So he is literally breaking up the alliance just so he could have Greenland, which he is telling us that is because of China and Russia. So that is nonsense, which is the same reason why we've seen Kristi Noem say that they're in Minnesota for fraud, which we outlined already. Tax fraud, daycare fraud, just fraud. So which one is it? Is it fraud, or is it criminal activity? Is it undocumented people? Is it the M's and R's that they're engaging in? Nobody knows, because they use all these excuses. So this person that wrote this, it is not Taco. Just so you understand, Taco did not write this. Some idiot that works with him in the administration, if it's Stephen Miller. I don't know if it's actually Stephen Miller, because the way he thinks, the way he writes is not like this. So it is somebody else, but obviously they had an input from him and Taco and everybody else. So Taco did not write this. I want to make sure it's understood that this is not coming from the brain of Taco. It is coming from a combination of individuals that are publishing these Truth Social posts. Okay, so obviously it's under his name, it's under his direction, to whatever extent that is the case. But this is what's happening. He is declaring full tariff war with Europe now. Okay, so when he declares a war with them, anybody that opposes and supports NATO at this point will also be there. So I've warned about how the market, the stock market, was not paying attention to this. Everybody was joking that this guy is a joke, and you can see it's not a joke anymore. Okay, the tariff is a joke, but this guy is out of control, and that's why he, as I said for months now, since May and June, that he needs to be impeached right after the tariff was implemented in April. Now we're just literally 3 months away from being 1 year of this tariff bullshit. And now, as we are, weeks away probably from the Supreme Court making its decision for the tariffs, this idiot is literally implementing more tariffs starting February 1st. Okay, so he wants something. He's always wanted something, and he wants something from anybody that he's implementing tariffs for. And so we knew that if they agreed to the tariffs, that he would not stop. And this is just confirmation of that. So if it is more tariffs through various means, through deals, quid pro quo, resorts, tariff, enterprise, things that he wants within those specific countries, or what have you. In this case, it's Greenland. It's an excuse. He doesn't want Greenland. He can't do anything in Greenland. Nobody fucking wants Greenland, just so you understand. And the reason why I say that is because nobody fucking wants Venezuela. So if nobody fucking wants to invest in Venezuela, including the oil companies, for $100 billion, who the fuck is going to be investing in Greenland, knowing that this guy is no longer going to be president, and knowing that they're going to be prosecuted and basically just boycotted? Because anybody that's investing in Greenland through Taco, just like in Venezuela, they're going to be boycotted. And so all the Magnificent Seven, if it's Tesla doesn't care, Elon Musk doesn't care, but the others do. If it's Google, if it's Nvidia, if it's Microsoft, Meta to a certain extent, if it's Amazon, any one of these companies fear boycotting, okay, of their products and services. And so what he doesn't understand is the people that he is doing this for, that want him to do this in Greenland, to acquire Greenland for their benefit, to enhance their AI growth story and their stock price and their multiples that accompany their stock price, is dead at arrival, because it's dead at arrival for Venezuela. So if it's Venezuela, if you had investors there, then I would be concerned. I am not concerned for Greenland. I am concerned that he's escalating this further and destroying our NATO alliance, and because it's already on thin ice, no pun intended, but it is on thin ice, and Greenland is basically the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, Ukraine should have been it, but I've been saying that he's lying to us about Ukraine because it's a real estate deal for Russia. Now you have evidence and proof of that, and because the proof is that he wants to destroy NATO. So if he wants to destroy NATO, why would you listen to this idiot on Ukraine? And I've been saying that for months now, especially after Alaska, and so now you have it. Everything that he's done with Ukraine needs to be reviewed. As I've been saying, it's all bullshit, and NATO is on their own right now. They don't have the support of the United States, at least under Taco. So we need to remove Taco. We need to remove this regime for us to regain our allies, to regain our friends, because our friends right now are them. They are not Taco. He needs to be removed. Bottom line, okay? This is really it. Economically, he's hurting our allies. Minnesota is hurt because of what he's doing economically, financially, obviously with the harassment and the war. It is literally a war that he's declared on Minnesota. So I try to keep this short. It's already 10 minutes, so I'm going to leave it at that. We'll talk about more about this on our live, but I want to make sure you understand that this is an act of war. Okay, it's an act of war, not on Greenland, but against our allies who we need and love. Okay, we do not love this dude and Taco, but we do love our allies. We do love Canada. We do love Mexico. We love NATO countries because they have been our friends for generations, 250 years to be exact. It's the 250th anniversary today, this year, July 4th, and France has been with us, and we are going to basically implement tariffs on France. UK, after we sought independence, they have been our allies for this many hundreds of years. It is unprecedented, but this is the time we are in. We need to rise to the occasion, understand what's going on, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I hope you understand that this is really serious, and you cannot stand around and pretend it's not happening, and wait for the stock market to tell you that this is not bullshit anymore. It's not bullshit. So we will see the stock market react, and then it will start reacting when we start seeing these boycotting of U.S. products and services. And so that will implement their growth. So it doesn't matter what they do in AI and the investments that they're going to do. The problem is that you have these other businesses that they rely on as AI is growing to not do as well as they thought they were going to do because of Taco. So he's saying, look at the stock market. That is my leading indicator of what I'm doing is correct. And so the stock market is very fickle. And once it starts doing this, they will understand that they are under threat by Taco, and the Fed has no relevance at this point. So we are becoming Venezuela, even though he's said multiple times over the years that we are becoming Venezuela. And because of his actions, he's made us into almost Venezuela. We're not there yet, and we have a role to play. But if this continues and we don't impeach him and remove this regime, we will become Venezuela with higher rates, higher interest rates, slower growth, and inflation. Okay, that is going to be double digits or more. Just so you understand this. Okay, so this Truth Social crystallizes everything that we've been saying, and we're going to see more of it. It's not going to stop. It's only going to stop on or around February 20th, as we've said. And so we're only less than 1 month, more than 1 month away, January 17th. So we have more than a month of this. So prepare. The worst is yet to come. It's more going to come before it gets better. But just be informed, communicate, and let other people understand what's going on. And sitting around waiting for it to get better is not an option. You must understand, educate, inform, and do something. Okay. If not, then you're going to pay higher rates. You're going to have higher inflation. There's going to be high employment. There's going to be slowdown in growth. And yeah, you're going to be unemployed, and you're not going to receive the benefits from the government because the government is de facto insolvent. Okay? So just so you understand that. So he's borrowing money that we don't have for things that we don't need. Okay? I'll leave it at that.